So before the lunch break, it is time for the last superheat of 2024. Let's take you through the starting grid for the Senior Rotax Superheat. Well, after yesterday, 2 wins and a second secured Macaulay Bishop pole position, and he'll be joined by Hungary's Armand Hamilton on the front row. Jaden Teen lines up on the inside of row 2. Joining him will be Belgium's Robbie Storder, Jort van Wijk and Vic Stevens row 3. Archie Buttle and Lawrence Herbose row 4. Olivier Jonkers and Rashid Gannon round out the top 10 ahead of Freddie Ingram, Scott Westhovens, Boluet, Zach Heslop, Mateo Dankovic, Tom Longnois, Ladoko Anite, Sam Bergstein, Bram Plomp and Lloyd Hare, who ran at the top 20. Sverre Ubben, Ralph van der Pavet, Danny Shields, Mika van der Pavet, Sebastian Koch, Lex Quintens, Benjamin Van Hees, Luca Brima, Martin Gaiskens, Rain van der Meer, Martin Spike, Paul Hamburg, Oakley Pryor and Dante Seamer round out the 34-strong grid. Coming into this round of the championship, 523 points for Jaden Teen, 21 ahead of Macaulay Bishop and 22 ahead of Vic Stevens. Bishop starts first, Teen starts third, Stevens starts sixth. So, as we had in the DD2 and the DD2 Masters Superheat just a moment ago, it will be 12 minutes plus an additional lap of racing. Lisa wishing Freddie Ingram once again the very best of luck. And then after this, we'll have our customary lunch break. And then we will have our last 4 races of the 2024 season, followed by the podium ceremony, which will be for the weekend results, the championship podium, and also the prize giving for the handing out of 5 Rotax Max Challenge Grand Finals tickets. Air temperature now 12 degrees Celsius, 9-kilometre-hour wind to the northwest, and 71 degrees, 71% humidity at the moment here at the Home Champions. But blue skies, dry conditions, perfect for Championship Sunday. So no overtaking past the red line. As the last few drivers get into place, with Oakley Pryor and Dante Simmer bringing up the rear of the field. The drivers at a constant speed exit out of the final quarter into the tram lines. Revs, drives, lights are out, and we're underway. Bishop leads the field, being followed by Teen. Hamilton hung out to dry a little bit around the outside. Oh, and there are a couple of drivers coming into contact. I did notice that Jort van Wijk possibly got a little bit of a scare coming through into turn number 2. The field makes its way 3 wide coming out of turn number 6 as we go through turn number 7 here on this opening lap of the race. And Tink O'Bell saying, good luck, Bram Plomp, kick some gas. Like that saying, I might use that a bit more often. However, the drivers getting their elbows out, and they are sharpened, folks, let's say. But after the opening lap of the race, the 367, based out of Hoddesdon in Hertfordshire, Macaulay Bishop leads the way. Oh, and that was a move and a half from Freddie Ingram. Diving up the inside at turn 2 as if his life depended on it. And Freddie Ingram got through for what is now, I think that is more than likely. Yep, Buttles in 4th. And they're all the KR Sport drivers are pretty much at it, I think. It's a little bit of a thing that they've got going. I think it only happened a couple of years ago, if I remember. Sean Butcher, you might need to jog my memory of when you first sported a bright white KR Sport race suit on a Sunday. So Archie Buttle trying to close in on the 3 in front, and he's not that far behind them. So Bishop leads after lap 2. Teen second, third Hamilton, fourth Buttle. Fifth now is going to be York van Wyk. Then we've got Freddie Ingram just behind. Boluet, the 324, really has been showcasing what we could have seen. It's the what-if scenario with that young man, unfortunately, because it is, you know, he ran as a junior for 3 years. This is his first year as a senior. And again, he's just showcasing those at the sharp end of the field. You know, not just this being the only, he's not the only driver that's moved up from juniors last year. Macaulay Bishop being one of them. Ollie Yonkers, who made up over 60 places yesterday. Another driver we've got to keep our eyes on in the years to come. But, oh dear, it's getting a bit of a squeeze fest there. Oh, dearie me. York van Wyk collected, and I think that might have been by Freddie Ingram, possibly. You can see the top part of the engine's an absolute mess. Oh, we've had more dramas through at turn 3 and 4. Ollie Yonkers, Lado Kuhanidze, I just noticed. And I think maybe could have been Lawrence Herbose, maybe. I'm not too sure. But that was, we caught that, the tail end of that happening. So, 6, I think also, possibly, yeah, Lawrence Herbose looked to be involved in that as well, or caught up in the crossfire. So, it was Freddie Ingram that came into contact with York van Wyk. And so, oh yes, it was Ollie Yonkers, York van Wyk, Lado Kuhanidze and Lawrence Herbose. But Macaulay Bishop is leading the way. Armand Hamilton is putting him under significant pressure at the moment. Jaden Teen holding off the advances of one Archie Buttle. Sam Bergstein, however, has rocketed up the order from 18th on the grid. Now runs P5. He's got Boluet, the 324 from Dams Racing, right behind him. Talk about things changing on the fly. Well, they definitely have been. Bergstein trying to get the over-under on Archie Buttle coming out of the final corner. This could allow Loet to get through as well if he's very much very much careful. Bergstein around the outside of Archie Buttle. Loet goes to the inside. Is he going to get the crossover on the 322 coming out of turn 4? No. And well, no surprise, York van Wyk, the 323 from Bouvin Power, picking up significant damage on the engine side of the carts, especially the top part where the plug and the lead goes in, has retired after 3 laps. And Macaulay Bishop, if anyone might have seen that movie he did in the Motorsport UK British Kart Championships this year at Christmas Corner at the top of the hill at Wilton Mill, it literally went viral on Instagram, and he's such a very, very hard-working, very aggressive driver in his driving style, but for him it works. However, now the floodgates could be opening. Hamilton has got Teen up the inside. Buttle's possibly going to get through. Oh, and a little bit of a hip check between Hamilton and Teen, and that's allowed Archie Buttle to get through. What about Boluet? Yes, Loet's through, and so's Bergstein. Oh, couple of corners. Jaden Teen gets hip checked, and then all of a sudden the floodgates open, and he's going to be very careful as Jaden Teen right now. And no, that's not what needed to happen through turn 8. Hamilton and Buttle come together, and they're both out of the running for the race win. So now, this is your new top 3 here on what has been a chaotic 6 3/4 laps so far. Make that 7 very shortly. Bishop leads, Loet and Bergstein battling over P2. Teen's decided to take a hold of it. I think 3, 6, 7 has just had a warning flag put their way. Yes, that is 367. And Clinkers cheering on Jaden Teen, but Macaulay Bishop leads. Sam Bergstein up 16 positions, now running P2. Boluet up 10 places. And you want to know how the apple cart has been upset? There's been a few more people that made up significant spots. Behind Jaden Teen, Mateo Radenkovic up 10 places. Robbie Stordeur down 2. Rashid Ghanem up 3. Sebastian Koch in 8th, up 17 places. Followed by teammate from France, Tom Longlois, up 7 spots. Now rounds out the top 9. Scott Westhovens completes the top 10. Ralph and Mika van der Pavert have both made up. And that is... No! Sam Bergstein. What's happened? He's gone straight off at turn 2. And there is steam coming off of the left rear tyre. Oh, he's just gone straight on. He's gone straight on at turn 2. I've not seen that before. I think he didn't have any brakes. Disaster for Sam Bergstein. He looked straight to the back axle, and that was it. Game over for Sam Bergstein. What a performance up until that point, though. So that now means Macaulay Bishop has got Boluet, Mateo Radenkovic, Jaden Teen and Robbie Stordeur as his nearest, closest competitors. Then you add to that mix, possibly very shortly, Tom Longlois, Sebastian Koch, Rashid Ghanem, Scott Westhovens, Freddie Ingram, rounding out the top 10. Top 25 rounded out by Georgios Ladokohenidze, covered by 9.5 seconds after 9 laps. Fastest lap of the race at the moment is Paul Hamburg. 18th now, having started down in 32nd. Oakley Pryor's been on a move and a charge up the field. 18 places up to 33, up from 33rd. So Oakley Pryor, had a chat with him in morning warm-up, as in the meantime change has happened. Longlois through on Koch to retake that 6th place. Did have a chat with Oakley Pryor in the Superheat warm-up this morning, and he said, yeah, like we had a 40-minute turnaround. We had brake issues, and you know, it was we always knew we were going to be on the back foot. However, the main thing is, Pryor is making up amends for missing out on Heat 2 yesterday. 2 minutes to go and Bishop still leads. He's led he's pretty much led the whole way. Mateo Radenkovic has got past on Boluet. Has Jaden Teen done so? Yes, he has. Boluet now has lost out to Robbie Stordeur coming out of the final corner, of course. A little bit of ring rust there for the 3-2-4 from Belgium. Stad Stain running the Kambuka company that provides hot and cold thermos flasks, also like bowls for keeping your food, like pots for keeping your food warm. And he's trying to break into the market stateside. A minute and 10 still to go. Bishop has just been absolutely cold and calculated in this race. He has given no quarter whatsoever, but he's also kept the kart very much where it should be on the racing line, which is his right of way in this kind of situation. So 2 laps to go before we complete the super heats here today at the home of champions. Macaulay Bishop leads the way. Mateo Radenkovic, Jaden Teen, Robbie Stordeur, Boluet, Tom Longlois, Sebastian Koch, Rashid Ghanem, Danny Shields up 14 places. Oh, good to see Danny back in action. I did wish him good luck this morning. He's up 14 spots. Freddie Ingram rounds out the top 10. Then Mika van der Pavert and Benjamin Van Hees, 13 and 15 places gained respectively, 11th and 12th in the running order. as Jaden Teen finally gets his way through on Mateo Radenkovic. And as the leaders come out of turn number 9, and as Bishop hits the brakes going into turn 10, timer expires. And Jaden Teen now is the leader of the train. He's the cork in the bottle from second backwards. As Stordeur looks for the move up the inside, coming out of the final corner. Last lap underway here in the Superheat. And Radenkovic might lose out also to possibly Bolowet if he's not careful. Radenkovic keeps it on the racing line coming out of turn number 3. And, well, we have got a penalty for Archie Buttle. 3-2-2, causing a collision. That was the incident involving himself and Armand Hamilton a little bit earlier on. As more frantic activity takes place through turn 7. But it has been a run that has been unmitigated. It has been unchallenged, despite the best efforts of everybody else. Macaulay Bishop goes into the last race of the season as the winner of the Superheats. That is 110 points scored by the young man from Hoddesdon in Hertfordshire, winning by 1.5 seconds ahead of chief rival Jaden Teen. Robbie Stordeur rounds out the top 3 ahead of Mateo Radenkovic. Bolowet 5th ahead of Tom Langlois. Sebastian Koch, Rashid Ghanem, Danny Shields, Freddie Ingram ran out the top 10. Mika van der Pavet 11th ahead of Vic Stevens, Benjamin Van Hees, Scott Westhovens, Oakley Pryor, Lawrence Herbose, Paul Hamburg, Ralph van der Pavet, Luca Brima, Sverre Ubben, Bram Plomp, Ollie Jonkers, Martin Gaiskens, Lado Kohanidze, Lex Quinton, Zach Heslop, Lloyd Hare, Rain Vandermeer, Dante Sima, Marta Spike, Armand Hamilton and Archie Buttle being the last of the classified finishers. Unfortunately, brake failure it looks like for Sam Bergstein, while second on lap 8 took him out of the race. And Jort van Wijk, after contact with Freddie Ingram on the opening couple of laps, that gave him the impetus to retire on lap number 3.